my name is Elsy and I'm the owner and founder of Creole Me Up. I was asked by the Montevilla Farmers Markets to talk about expectations and burnout at Farmers Market. So we are going to dive straight into it because I would like to share about a few things and it's gonna take me the full 15 minutes. So before we can even talk about expectations, as a business owner, you will need to get a pad, a piece of paper, and a pen to answer a few questions. There are things that you will need to be sure about before we can even talk about expectations. So the first questions I have for you as a business owner is, what are you selling? Do you know what you are selling? Do you know your products? I mean, you know what you're selling, but do you know your products inside and out? Can you list the ingredients on the top of your head? You don't have to talk about the process if a prospective customer asks you about your products, but at least you need to know your ingredients. Does it have gluten? Does it have dairy? So things like that you will need to know. What are you selling? Why do you want to vend at farmers markets? This is the second question you will need to answer. Is it for the money? And if it is for the money, it's the product that you are selling will do well in the season that you want to sell at farmers markets. Is it about the money only? Or is it about marketing? Because you can decide that, you know what, my product is too expensive, my product is not going to do well at farmers market. This is your decision to make. But you will need to answer the why. Why do I need to vend? Is it for marketing? Is it to talk to people? Is it to pass out flyers? I mean, you will have your products, but you will focus on the reason why you are at the market. The third question that you will need to answer before we talk about expectations: can you pitch what you do under 60 seconds? Because your customers are curious, they'll be asking you questions. Can you pitch your products or one of your products or each of your products under 60 seconds? Can you pitch your company under 60 seconds? This is what they call elevator pitch. Mine is, hello, my name is Elsy. I'm the founder and owner of Creole Me Up. We make Haitian and Haitian-inspired food products. That's it. Or sometimes I go like, my name is Elsy. I am the owner and founder of Creole Me Up. We make allergen-free Haitian and Haitian-inspired food products. It didn't even take me 60 seconds. So you will need to develop a pitch for your company because people will be curious when they approach you. And you will need to develop a pitch for each of the products that you are selling. Because when people say, what about this one? What about this one? What about this one? You will need to know, like for us, we have 5 different marinades. We have a pitch for each of them. Okay, there is one without pepper, there is one with peppers, there is one that is spicy, there is one with beets, and there is one that is a bridge between Creole flavors and Hispanic flavors. You will need to have a pitch for each of your products because your sharpness about your products will translate something to your customers or to the curious soul who would like to know about what you do. Okay, what is your personality type? Have you ever asked yourself what is your personality type? We are on our 7th year, And I learned this in my 5th year. Have I known this at the beginning, from the beginning? There are mistakes that I will not have made. So you can go online and take a personality test. There is a Myers-Briggs or Myers-Briggs that you can take. And then after a ton of questions, they will tell you what your personality type is. Are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Are you like me, a blend of introvert and extrovert? An extrovert pull energy from inside of them. An extrovert just exudes around people. The introverts need to recharge. The extrovert will throw a party when they are among people. But if you're a blend of an introvert or an extrovert, you will throw the party, but after a couple of hours, you will be like, you know what? Party is over. I am done. Your brain want to shut down. You want to go home if you had a party. So that's me. I will entertain, and then after a few hours, I'm out. But these are the things that you will need to know. You know what that will do for you? You will know when it is your peak hours to sell. Like for me, the first 2 hours at farmers market, any farmers market, are my top sellers. I are my peak sellers. I'm interacting with people, I have the energy, I'm calling people in, I'm passing around samples. Do I have the same energy at 1 o'clock? Nope. Am I chasing people? Maybe. But sometimes I just stand there at my booth because I know my body is done, my energy is done. And then you will know the amount of activities you can do successfully when you know your personality type. Okay? So are you an introvert? Are you an extrovert? Are you a blend? The other question that you need to answer as a business owner: how do I plan on showing up at farmers markets? And by that, I mean, are you clean? Is your hair done? Do you have pet hair all over your clothes? Okay. Are you grumpy? Are you happy? Are you smiling? How do you plan? How do I plan on showing up at farmers market? This is something you need to answer, because being at the market is a representation of your company. If you are hiring people, you need to make sure to tell them or train them on how to show up at farmers markets, because they are representing your company. How are you with taking negative comments from customers? Some of them will give it to you raw. Some of them are sassy. How do you handle negative comments? Because your products are your babies, and you come out somebody out of nowhere saying, telling you things, and sometimes they don't manage how they are delivering their critics. Are you mad? Do you explode on the spot when somebody gives you a negative comment? It's okay to be sassy once in a moment back to them, but still you need to have some reserve on how you reply to negative comments or how you handle critics. How are you planning to engage with your prospective customers? How? Are you planning on being on your phone? Because I've seen that at farmers market. I've seen some disasters of people, the way they represent their companies, or the way whoever is selling the products is representing the company. How are you planning to engage? If you're on your phone all the time, people will pass you by all the time. I mean, it's okay. There are situations where you need to be on your phone, but I've seen situations also with people on their phone every other minute. That's a lack of respect for your company. Okay, so now that I'm sure there are many other questions that you need to answer, but now that we've answered these questions, we can talk about expectations at farmers markets. Now you know you need to be presentable, your hair need to be done, your clothes need to be clean, your shoes says a lot about somebody, your nails says a lot about you as a person and how you handle your business, because you are the first thing that people see. So the expectations or goals at farmers markets, you will need to answer if your goals or expectations are smart. Are they smart? Meaning, are they specific? Are your goals or expectations specific? Because you cannot just show up for showing up. Are your goals measurable? Are they attainable? Are they achievable? Are they realistic? Are they time-based? So this is the smart expectations. Specific, measurable, attainable or achievable, realistic, time-based. Are they specific? Or is your product known? Are you selling product that is known to everybody, like salsa, cheese, bread, or cakes or muffins? Even if you're selling products that are known to other people, do you have a differentiation strategy? Differentiation strategy is something that you have that will make buy from you instead of buying from the other vendor selling about the same thing. Oh yes, this is my cheese, but it was aged in an oak, made in Haiti oak. Something that make your products stand out. Yes, I'm selling salsa, but check that out. I'm selling them in glass jars instead of plastic. This is the differentiation strategy. Oh yes, I'm selling salsa, but I have a piece of habanero in there that you can chop yourself if you want it spicier. So you will need to have smart goals. You cannot show up at farmers market and this is your first day and you are a you are a brand new company. You are selling culturally specific products. Like me, it took me 6 months to sell $400 at farmers markets. But what kept me going is the fact that I know I couldn't give up. I couldn't give up on my company. I was basically the only one selling Haitian condiments. But you will need to give yourself time for people to know you, for people to know what you do, for people to get used to your company and the products that you offer. So be specific. I want to sell $300 the first market. I want to pass 50 I want to pass 50 samples the first market. I want to have 10 repeated customers in a month. Be realistic. When you have these numbers, you have measure to measure your progress. Are they achievable? Unless you're selling booze or unless you're selling cakes and sweets, because I think sweets just is the love language for anybody, no matter where you come from. So consider what you're selling to your goals. Do people know about your products? Do people know you? Do people know the name of your company? Do people know what you do? How you planning to have your branding so that you can pass out card, you can pass out samples, you can pass out something that people want to take home, recipes if you would like. So all of that will make your expectations smart. You need to realize and accept that some products take time to be known. Some products take time to consume. So you will need to be realistic on how you address your expectations. They need to be specific, they need to be measurable, they need to be attainable and achievable. Because if they are not, you're going to add extra stress to yourself. So let's talk about burnout. Now that you've answered all the preliminary questions on a piece of paper, you know what to expect fairly to yourself. Now let's talk about burnout. How to prevent burnout. If your goals are smart, if your expectations are smart, this alone will relieve you from a lot of stress, will prevent a lot of burnout. So are you resting? I know as a business owner, we can work 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year without taking any break, because there is always something to do. Are you resting enough? Are you sleeping enough? Are you drinking enough water? All of that will contribute to your health and your body and your awareness of what's going on. And what's going on in your business, what's going on at farmers markets, what's going on in your booth, what's going on with your customers. Are you resting enough? Do you celebrate your wins? You don't have to throw a party, but if you make a goal to sell $1,000 in a month at farmers markets, the first $1,000, treat yourself to your favorite coffee place, to your favorite piece of cake, to your favorite piece of pie, to your favorite smoothie. There is nothing wrong with that. I remember I danced when I got my first ODA license. Celebrate your wins. That will do a lot to your mental state. You know, that you are making progress. Celebrate your wins and then rest. And then know when to say no to people. It's difficult, but know when to say no. And then it's okay also if you're not feeling to be at farmers markets a certain weekend. You're feeling tired, you're feeling drained, but you know, I know as a business owner, sometimes we depend on this income. But if you can afford a weekend off, do it for yourself. Do it for yourself. So you are not going to sell the same amount every Sunday. Train yourself to say, you know what, it's okay. And then when you make a mistake, it's okay. It's okay also. Give yourself grace so that you don't burn out. And then the other thing too, you will need to, if you are doing it, you will need to stop. You will need to stop comparing yourself to other vendors. Sometimes sometimes what you see is not necessarily what you get. What you perceive, our brains are funny. Sometimes we perceive something that is completely untrue. So stay in your lane, build your branding, your marketing around the market, but stop comparing yourself to other people. And also be willing to how do you say that? When you don't hit your sales quota, it's okay. Nobody will beat you up. Nobody will punish you or anything. And then the comparing to other people, sometimes these people I have been at the market way longer than you. Some people have been in the market for 3, 4 years. So stay in your lane, ask questions, and then know your resources, know your limits, know your resources. Okay, I remember when I started, I couldn't afford weights for my tent. You know what I did? I fill my the same gallon. We use a lot of lime juice in my company. The same gallon of lime juice, fill them with water, and that's what I hooked to my tent. And then at one point, at Beaverton, they were saying, no, that's not even enough weight. Well, I bought 2 gallons for each leg of my tent, 8 gallons instead of 4. There is always a way to get what you need without adding extra financial stress to yourself. Okay, I'm way over the 15 minutes. I am at the Montevilla Farmers Market almost every weekend. If you have questions or you would like to talk more, especially after markets, I can help answer your questions. And my desire is for me to see you succeed instead of quitting the first 2 Sundays or 3 Sundays if you are not selling enough. Answer these questions, be realistic, have smart goals so that you can avoid unnecessary burnout. Okay? Take care, have fun, bye.